In today's tutorial, I am going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew this circle boat neckline fling dress with a puff sleeve. So this one is the one I recreated. I recreated mine in royal blue. If this is something you're interested in, then keep up watching, and please don't forget to like this video, comment on it, and share it. This really helped my algorithm a lot. Without talking too much, let us dive into today's tutorial. I'm going to be using about 3 yards of crepe fabric. If you're on a bigger size, please buy 3.5 yards or 4 yards. And also the material you're going to be buying, make sure it is very thick. This one I bought is very light, so if you want to buy thick one. Now I'm going to pick the edges of my fabric and join it together like this. So I'll go ahead and fold my fabric into two. So once I'm done folding it into two, I'll go ahead and pin this side that is open. This material is very light in weight, so I don't want it to be moving up part. That is why I decided to pin that open part. Then I'll go ahead and iron the fabric. Once I'm done ironing it, I'll go ahead and fold it like this in a triangular shape. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. With this, I will be able to cut both the back and the front together. So my fabric is now folded into four, as you can see. So the next thing I want to do is to place my tape at the top and look for where I will get half of my shoulder measurement. Half of my shoulder measurement is 8.5 inches. So I was able to get it at this point. So I will just mark it here like this. So I'm going to place my tape at the top and measure it to where I marked here. I will measure whatever I have there. I will make sure I repeat the same measurement on this side, just to make sure that the line is straight. So after that, I'll connect the points together like this. So once I'm done connecting, I'll place my tape on the shoulder. I'm going to mark the wideness of the neckline. I marked 5 inches. That is because this neckline is a canoe neckline. So for the depth, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it together. Now if you are in a smaller size, please go ahead and mark at least 4 inches. Okay, then you can make use of 3 inches for the depth. So after that, I came down from the shoulder by 1.5 inches for shoulder slope. Then I'll just go ahead and connect it to the width of the neckline, which I've done. Now I'm going to place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark half of my round armhole measurement, which is 9 inches. So I'll mark it like this. I'll also mark 9 inches here. Then I'll connect the points together. Okay, so as I'm done, I will place my tape on this line here. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement again, which is 8.5 inches. I will connect it to the shoulder like this. Then I'll place my tape on the armhole depth. I will fold my tape into two. I will mark the midpoint. I will place my tape on the midpoint. I will mark ½ inch inward. So after marking it, I will place my tape on the chest line. I will divide my bust measurement by 4. I will mark it. Okay, so after dividing my bust measurement by 4 and marking it, now I'm going to connect the points together. After connecting the armhole, I will place my tape on the chest line. I will add 1 inch for joining allowance. Now I'm going to place my tape on the shoulder line. I will measure the full length of this gown. The full length of this gown I want to sew is 40 inches. I will add 1 inch to it for hemming allowance. That will give me a total of 41 inches. After marking it, I will take the tape and place it at the beginning. Then I will measure from there to the point I just marked here, which is 41 inches. So the total measurement I have is what I'm going to be marking around, placing my tape at the beginning so that the down part of this gown will have a better shape. So by the time I mark it around, I'll go ahead and connect the points together. I hope you guys understand what I just explained. So by the time I'm done connecting the points together, I'll place my tape, my ruler at the side, and mark a straight line from the hem to the chest line. So after that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. When cutting it out, add ½ inch around the shoulder for joining allowance and also on the neckline for joining allowance. I'll go ahead and cut out the side and the down part of the gown. I will place my tape on the chest line. I will mark 8 inches downward for the pocket. Then I'll place my tape on that point I just marked and mark another 6 inches for the opening of the pocket. After marking it, I will use my scissors to notch the 2 points so that by the time I want to sew the pocket on it, it will be very easy. I will turn the neckline of the front and the back. So I've gone ahead to cut out this piece of fabric, which I'm going to be using to turn the neckline of both the front and the back. After sewing it, I will place the back and the front together, right side facing each other. I will pin the shoulders together. After pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine. I will stitch it down with ½ inch and stitch this other side. Then I will mark 2 inches downward from the armhole area. I will stitch it to where the pocket is going to start. Let me just mark it. So this is where the pocket is going to be. So I'll go ahead and continue sewing it from where the pocket is going to stop to the hem of the gown. After that, I will go ahead and iron the joining part, as you can see me doing. This just make my work very neat. So make sure you iron your dress and iron the pocket area. Now the next thing I want to do is to cut out the sleeves. To cut it out, I'll go ahead and measure the round armhole of the dress I am making. After measuring it, whatever I get, I will divide it by 2. So I've gone ahead to fold this piece of fabric into 2 to cut out the sleeve, and I'm going to be using my basic short sleeve pattern. This part here is going to be facing the close part of the sleeve. So remember, I told you guys to take your round armhole measurement, whatever you get, divide it by 2, right? So after measuring what I have here, is not going to be enough, and I don't have any fabric again. So I'm going to try as much as possible to curve this sleeve from the top like this and curve it down, so that at the end of the day it will be enough for me to sew around the round armhole of my gown. So this is just me measuring it, and what I have here is going to be enough now. So I'm going to place my tape here and measure from there to the full length, but the length of this what I have here is not going to be enough. I'm just going to manage it. So I'm going to place my tape at the beginning like this and measure what I have from there to the down and measure it round. So this is why I said you should buy 3.5 yards or 4 yards if you don't want to manage fabric like me. So what I'm using now is what I cut out from the dress. I'm just managing it. So after marking it round, I will go ahead and connect the points together and cut it out. So please, as I already said, if you don't want to experience what I'm experiencing now, buy 3.5 yards or 4 yards to be on the safer side, and make sure the fabric is also thick. So I'm going to be bringing the other side and place this first one that I cut out on it, then I will cut it out like this. The fabric is finally finished. Anyway, so I will notch the tip of the sleeve. After notching it, I will open it up. I will bring my dress. So I'm going to place the part where I notch on the shoulder of the dress, right side facing each other. Then I'll go ahead and pin it round. As a fashion designer, I believe you should already know how to sew sleeve on your dress. So this is not something I need to start teaching you. I'll go ahead and stitch it round with 1/2 inch. So after stitching it, I'll go ahead and sew the side like this. I'll just go and stop it here, somewhere here. Then I'm going to be using this black elastic on the hem of the sleeve. First of all, I will take my round ankle measurement. Whatever I have there, I will minus 3 inches away from it. So I will cut out the remaining one, and I'm going to be cutting out 2 pieces for the channel I created for the sleeve. So I will use my elastic passer, or whatever they call it, to pass the elastic through it like this. So I will pin the elastic to the starting here like this, so that the elastic will not enter inside the hole completely. Then I will continue passing it out, then pin it. Okay, I've done this several times on my channel. So I will stitch it down. I will stitch the other side down. So after stitching it, this is how it look like. The next thing I want to do is to sew the pocket. So for the length of the pocket, I have about 11 inches, and for the wideness, I have 15 inches. So I'm going to fold it into 2 like this. I will place my tape at the top like this. I will measure 6.5 inches downward like this. After marking it, I will go ahead and curve this other side and cut it out for the pocket. So after cutting it, I will do the same thing for the other one. Now I will go ahead and open this pocket area. I will place the right side of the pocket to the right side of the gown. Then I will open it up like this and place this other side to the upper part, okay, like this. Then I will go ahead and stitch the down part first of all with 1/2 inch. Then after stitching it, I will stitch this upper part again with 1/2 inch. Be careful how you stitch it so that you not close the pocket. Then I will stitch the top. Then for the down part, I'll go ahead and stitch it with 1/2 inch and stop it here, then stitch it downward a little. So that is it. After stitching the pocket, I'll go ahead and fold the hem of the gown and sew it round. As you can see, I have started folding it. So this is just me using pin to pin it. So if you don't want to use pin to pin your own, you can just go ahead and sew it round. If you want to pin it, fold it with 1/2 inch. Further, go ahead and fold it with 1/2 inch and pin it, most especially if you're a beginner, so that it will be very easy for you to sew. Or you can also go ahead and sew it like that. So after pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine and stitch it round. So guys, after sewing it, this is the outcome. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, please go ahead and like, comment and share. This really helped my algorithm a lot. I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye.